Hello and welcome to another awesome video on the Disabled Explorer YouTube channel. Hope everyone's having a great Monday and had a great weekend this past weekend. I apologize for not filming last week, but my laptop was having webcam issues. They didn't want to record, but I'm here today and I will recap what happened on Monday Night Raw last week, Friday Night SmackDown last week, a little bit of sprinkled in crown jewel results in between, and I'll preview today's Monday Night Raw, which also happens to be in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the site of the crown jewel pay-per-view. But the Raw was taped yesterday in Saudi Arabia. So, without further ado, let's get into last Monday Night Raws from Hershey, Pennsylvania, at the Giant Center. Pre-show vibes. The Crown Jewel Championship has arrived, carried into the Giant Center by heavy security. Dominic Mysterio, backed by the Judgment Day, heads in to prove himself in tonight's face-off. And Seth freaking Rollins is in the house too. Last week's recap, the previous week. On Raw, Solo Sikoa and his bloodline, caused Jey Uso the Intercontinental title. Braun Breaker became champ with the help from Jacob Fatu. Then, on SmackDown that week, Jey Uso teamed up with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso to deny Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga the tag titles. Say that 3 times fast. Afterwards, Jey Uso and Jimmy reunited with a heartfelt hug. Arena Concourse. Jey Uso, main event himself, gets fans hyped up with high five before making a big entrance. Addressing his tough week, Jey says he's back with the bloodline, but knows there's a lot to fix. He calls out Jimmy Uso, his twin brother, who thanks him for last Friday night's backup. They're not yes men anymore. They're the Usos, sorry. They are the Usos, and they're here to make a statement. Just then, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa storm in, sparking a brawl. But the Usos held their own until security broke things up. Backstage, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis argue over the phone over roster control, and Dominic Mysterio steps up, angling for a title shot. Pearce instead pairs him up against Damian Priest, his former Judgment Day teammate. Match highlights. Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Sheamus and Kaiser go head-to-head with hard hits and relentless energy. After a hard-fought battle, Sheamus secures the win with a crushing brogue kick. Backstage drama. Jimmy and Jey bump into Sami Zayn, bringing up unresolved tensions from their bloodline past. Jey dismisses Zayn as not family, but seems conflicted. I wonder why. Rollins versus Reed. Seth freaking Rollins calls out Bronson Reed leading to an all-out brawl backstage. Reed hurls Rollins onto a car in the parking lot, but Rollins fights back, executing a massive stomp. Even so, Reed powers through, showing he's ready for anything. Women's action. Zelina Vega versus Ivy Nile. In a fierce battle, Ivy Nile clinches the win with a strong finish, despite LWO's distraction. Tag Team Frenzy. The Low Raiders emerge victorious over LWO and the New Day, making them top contenders for the tag titles. The main event scene was Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dominic Mysterio sneaks a pinfall win over Priest after interference from Carlito and J.D. McDonough. Priest, infuriated, retaliates with a brutal attack, making his message clear. He's out for war. Final notes. With Crown Jewel around the corner, which just happened on Saturday, this past Saturday, November the 2nd, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, I'll sprinkle in some results throughout the next update. Alliances are tested and grudges deepen. Don't miss SmackDown as the Usos, the Bloodline, and all the WWE stars gear up for even more mayhem. Now I'm going to recap what happened on Friday Night SmackDown, which was pre-taped on October 25th from the Barclays Center in New York, City, Brooklyn. Nia Jax has her sights set. WWE's Women's Champion Nia Jax storms into the ring, into the Barclays Center, adding the coveted Crown Jewel Championship. Spoiler, I apologize for saying the spoilers, but Liv Morgan won the Crown Jewel Women's Championship on Saturday at Crown Jewel in Riyadh. She's laser focused, boasting her unstoppable record vowing to crush Liv Morgan tomorrow, this past Saturday, in Saudi Arabia. Morgan, accompanied by Raquel Rodriguez and Dirty Dominic Mysterio, interrupts, reminding Nia that she's not unbeatable and plans to become the first ever women's Crown Jewel champion, which she did during the women's Crown Jewel match, thanks to interferences from Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez, and Dominic Mysterio. Cue Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton. Stratton stirs the pot, hinting at a cash-in on whoever wins the title match. She tried to, but was unsuccessful at Crown Jewel. Things escalate as Stratton strikes Morgan, kicking off a brawl. Match number 1. Liv Morgan versus Tiffany Stratton in a non-title match. Morgan battles Stratton ringside, showing off to Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Stratton tries to get an edge, but misses, allowing Morgan to capitalize with a sneaky roll-up for the win. Backstage drama continues. Jax and Stratton share a tense moment backstage until Bayley and Naomi interrupt, both hinting at future title aspirations. The Usos reunite with Roman Reigns. After some intense back and forth about family and respect, Roman Reigns and the Usos reunite in a powerful show of unity, signaling a yeet of support as Crown Jewel looms, which Solo Sikoa was Team 1, and at Crown Jewel, and Roman got accidentally kicked by a surprise entry via Sami Zayn, who came to rescue Jey Uso, but ended up accidentally kicking Roman Reigns with a haluva kick. Match number 2. Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly. Despite Pretty Deadly's sneak attack, the Street Profits unleash their high energy moves as for a huge win, with B-Fab getting involved to even the odds. Final main event before Crown Jewel. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton versus Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther. Gunther lost the Crown Jewel Championship. Cody Rhodes became the inaugural Crown Jewel Men's Championship. But that was a spoiler. I apologize for spoiling Crown Jewel. If you haven't watched it, please forgive me. But the final match of last Friday's SmackDown was Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton versus Imperium's Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Cody and Orton, despite Imperium's tricks, overcome the heavy-hitting Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Rhodes and Orton celebrate their hard-fought victory to end the night on a high note. Countdown to Crown Jewel began with the crowd. Now I'm going to preview what will happen on today's Monday Night Raw, which also is in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which was pre-taped yesterday, because I think the travel was a bit long. Women's Battle Royal. After conquering Nia Jax at Crown Jewel, again, spoiler, I apologize, Liv Morgan returned to Raw alongside Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez to watch the next contender for the Women's World Championship, for the next Women's World Championship. And the Wyatt Six versus The Miz. The Miz barely escaped Wyatt Six's 2 weeks ago. The Wyatt Six's 2 weeks ago. But he's in luck. His luck ran out, last week. Confirmed by WWE and Karrion Kross, The Miz has been abducted. Before this, he had to betray his tag team partner, R-Truth, joining forces with the Final Testament. The Raw Raiders versus the New Day. The Raw Raiders are back on Raw, rekindling their rivalry with the New Day. They're in top form, having recently bested both LWO and the New Day to become the number one contenders for the tag team titles. Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable. The tournament is over, but the heat isn't. The heat isn't. Chad Gable's interference cost Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio a shot at the titles. Tonight, Gable faces Rey's protege, Dragon Lee, one-on-one. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso segment. Crown Jewel saw Sami Zayn save Jey Uso from the bloodline, sparking fireworks with Solo Sikoa. Tonight, Sami and Jey are both at Raw. Expect more fireworks. And then there will be a fatal four-way for the World Heavyweight title contendership. With Gunther's loss to Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. Yes, he lost. The race is on. Seth frickin' Rollins, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and Sheamus battle in a fatal four-way to decide the next world title challenger. That was pre-taped yesterday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, but will air tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central on the USA Network in the States and on the Sportsnet 360 channel here in Canada. It will also repeat on Sportsnet 360 at 12 a.m. in Canada. I hope you like this abbreviated video. I hope it's not too long. I apologize if it is. But I've been suffering from a bit of intestinal issues, but I'm getting better, and it's all because of you guys. I'm here to make videos for you guys, to keep you guys up to date on whatever's happening on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, Crown Jewel, everything WWE. And I will continue to do so as long as there is breath in my lungs and blood in my veins. Until probably tomorrow, where I will recap tonight's Monday Night Raw. Hope all the details are in my description below. Please, I'm at 360 subscribers on YouTube. Please help me get up to 400 or 500 or whatever. The sky's the limit. Please help me out. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. And please visit my Patreon page. I've been begging each of you to visit my Patreon. It's there if you guys want. Visit, subscribe, monetize, whatever you want. It's up to you. All my details are in the description below. I will be back here tomorrow for a Raw recap. So, tomorrow is also a big day in the States. Good luck for the presidential election. Choose wisely, folks. Get out and vote. Those of you in the States. Until then, keep on smiling and have a good Monday.